You ain't gonna believe this. The thoughts, views, and opinions shared in the Flow Show No Filter are for educational and entertainment purposes only. I am not a professional. I am just good. Felix in the building. How y'all doing? Happy Taco Tuesday. Good morning, good day, good evening, whatever time you watch this. The breakfast crew is in the building. Megan, Amy, Shauna. I don't know who we missing. Michelle, we them boys. Oh, there go Michelle. What's up? Oh man, lot to talk about. Crazy day. Underwhelming weekend with that All-Star game. Jay-Z shocked the world with his dismissal. You know, we got to get into that. And then Diddy jumped on board on Jay-Z's bandwagon and put out the same statement, basically. It's crazy. And to be honest, is what we talked about. We've been always saying one thing about it. If anything comes up wrong or dismissed or anybody caught lying, it's going to hurt the case. Now, in this Jay-Z situation, it's divided. The outcry is divided. You got people that saying, hey, I knew he was innocent or I knew he was going to beat it from the beginning. And I've seen them in the comments. You got people that saying he just dodged a bullet. Then you got a crowd of people saying, we don't care what happened. He's still guilty. Just because it's dismissed doesn't mean he's innocent. And they still going after him. So it's a very wide range of reactions to this news. And we're going to get into all that. I'm going to talk about it, tell you what I think and why. Also, we're going to get into a little bit of Diddy. We got planes crashing. Damn, so much happened over the weekend. And then to end off the weekend with that raggedy ass All-Star weekend. So let's get into the Jay-Z thing first. He shocked the world. I remember I told y'all that this would be a heavyweight fight between Busby and Jay-Z. This was like Tyson versus Holyfield back in the day. And if you don't want to say it's a heavyweight fight, this was like Mayweather versus Pacquiao. And I'm going to get into it. Now, it was about 2-3 years ago, maybe a couple years ago. Y'all know about my raggedy ass Browns. We couldn't get it right. We needed a quarterback. We needed a quarterback bad. This is what this Jay-Z. I'm going to tie this into the Jay-Z. Stay with me for a second. Y'all know my Browns is terrible. We were thirsty. We needed a quarterback desperately to try to win. Who do we get? We get this quarterback who played for the Houston Texans by the name of Deshaun Watson. Everybody in Cleveland is happy. We thinking, oh, we about to go to the Super Bowl. We had a good team, good defense. We were already good without a quarterback. We were tired of our quarterback, Baker Mayfield. And so we go after Deshaun Watson because he has some stuff going on over in Houston. And by golly, did we get shit. We signed him for dang near $300 million, like 260 or something. We all happy. We about to go to the Super Bowl. I mean, signing Deshaun Watson was so impactful that people were stopping in the streets. People was honking their horns at each other. Like, kind of reminded me of when we won the championship. Everybody was just so happy. You walk in the grocery store, me and a guy, you could tell we both Browns fans. When we got Deshaun Watson, we catching eyes, we nodding heads to each other. And I mean, it was crazy. And then we started to learn about Deshaun Watson troubles. And they say, hey, this lawyer on Deshaun's behind about these allegations with massages. And his name is Tony Bugsby. And we were like, first of all, that name sounds funny to us at that time. We didn't know nothing about who Tony Bugsby was. I heard the name before, but I didn't know much about him. I said, for us as Browns fans, we like, man, we ain't thinking about nobody. We don't care about Tony Bugsby, whatever his name is. We got Deshaun. Deshaun's name was squeaky clean at this time. Squeaky clean like Tiger Woods when his name was clean before he even got into any problems. That's Deshaun Watson's name was super clean. So we wasn't worried about nothing. We wasn't worried about no backlash or no lawyer, no lawsuits. We just ready to win the Super Bowl. Then another lawsuit came from Tony Bugsby. Then another lawsuit came. Then another. Before we knew it, we were at like 20-something lawsuits or more. And it was more allegations. Next thing we know, Deshaun Watson, it started raining on the whole parade. Damn, NFL suspended Watson for the first year that we had, or a whole year. Tony Bugsby demolished Deshaun Watson. And when he did that, he crushed all of our dreams. If you've been following the story now, Deshaun Watson went from top 5 quarterback in the league to, after Tony Bugsby got through with him, he's expected to be out of the league. We are paying him a guarantee over $200 million contract. And it has got so bad that we, as the Browns team, are willing to basically cut and part ways with Deshaun Watson, even though giving him that money. That's how bad it got. Now you say, Flo, what the heck does that story have to do with Jay-Z and Tony Bugsby in this whole situation? Well, it got a lot to do with it because it got a lot to do with me. And that's why I'm so shocked. And I'm going to tell you, we underestimated Tony Bugsby and our hearts were destroyed because of it. And that was just sports, right? So when we went into this situation, I'm shocked not because I didn't think Jay-Z, I know Jay-Z is going to fight and do whatever he can to prove he's innocent. We know that about Jay-Z. Whether you like him or not, we know that he goes hard for his name. So me being shocked or thinking Bugsby had it under control had nothing to do with Jay-Z, but had everything to do with how Tony Bugsby just did me and my fellow Browns fans just 2 years ago. So I'm already thinking like, I'm not about to underestimate him this time. But as we see, the heavyweight fight came out with Jay-Z on top, whether you like it or not. It is what it is. Now, at first, when the stuff first hit, I said, well, if Jay-Z, because there were people that said he settled. They think he settled behind closed doors with Bugsby or whatever, right? And I was like, okay. I was with that. I said, you know what, Jay-Z, when it first got dismissed, I'm like, well, maybe they did do it like a behind backdoor deal or something. I'm just kind of, I'm looking to see what it looked like. I said, because Jay-Z, he should be countersuing. He should be going after Bugsby. And before I could finish my sentence, Jay-Z is suing Tony Bugsby for millions. And now Jay-Z has the upper hand and all the momentum, and Bugsby is scrambling. And we're about to talk about all that. So let's get into what the hell happened over the weekend. Let's start right here. So the first article we're gonna go over was the Jay-Z. It says this is by Los USA. It says Jay-Z and Diddy cleared of lawsuit over the alleged, y'all know the incident. Okay. Jay-Z announced that the civil lawsuit against him and Diddy has been dismissed via Roc Nation's official account. And this is what Jay-Z put. Today is a victory. The frivolous, the fictitious, and appalling allegations have been dismissed. The trauma that my wife, my children, loved ones, and I have endured can never be dismissed. This civil lawsuit was with no merit and was never going anywhere. The fictional story they created was laughable, if not for the seriousness of the claims. I would not wish this experience on anyone, the rapper stated. And then he goes on to say on his Roc Nation page, today is a victory. And then he goes on to say this 1-800 lawyer gets to file a lawsuit hiding behind Jane Doe. And when they quickly realize that the money grab is going to fail, they get to walk the other way with no repercussions. The system has failed. The court must protect victims, of course, while with the same ethical responsibility, the courts must protect the innocent from being accused without a shred of evidence. May the truth prevail for all victims and those falsely accused equally. Now, those were some words from Jay-Z, and he dedicated those to Tony Busby, the attorney representing all of these alleged victims. Now, the problem is, no matter which side of the spectrum you're on, whether you would believe that Diddy or Jay-Z, if you believe Jay-Z is innocent, or whether you believe Jay-Z is guilty, the problem is this. To get this dismissed, and on top of that, now you have to take the dismissal and add that in with not only the dismissal, but add that in with the NBC or whatever the publication that ran and the interview and all the doubts from the interview from the person in the lawsuit. Now we have an issue, whether you're on either side of the spectrum, because what's happening now is all of Tony Busby's lawsuits are now being looked at and second guessed. And this is what we talked about on this podcast. We've never wavered from that. Cases being dismissed or cases that are found to be without merit. We can't talk about what may have happened behind the scenes. We got to talk about what's in front of us and what we really dealing with. As long as people come and cases get dismissed, that will hurt, or I shouldn't say hurt, that will hurt the case, the Fed's case, or the future cases. It will hurt future cases. And victims who come forward, whether they come forward with Tony Busby or not, are going to be looked at sideways now. They were already, you already got people who don't believe that, that don't believe nothing happened. And, you got that crowd out there. Ain't nothing going to change them. But then you have a certain portion of people who are kind of on the fence about this. And when this happens and it's dismissed, a lot of people start to look at it a different way. And so while everybody's worried about, Did Jay-Z really do it? Did he get it behind the deal? Did they do a deal off, whatever, off the record or whatever? The bottom line is this case has been put in the forefront. And now it's a major case that dismissed Diddy and Jay-Z. And that's going to hurt for future victims. And it's going to hurt some of those cases with Tony Busby. Now, they have come out and doubled down on the fact that there has been no lawsuit. There have been no behind the scenes settlement or anything like that. And then Jay-Z, to double down on that fact, came out and is going after Tony Busby now. And I checked out the article. I said, oh my God. Now, if Jay-Z goes after him for millions, then what happens? They say Jay-Z said he lost $20 million offers or $20 million deals on the table that he lost because of Tony Busby. People had said 100 million, but it's like 20 million and it's different contracts. So let's check this out. And this is what, if Jay-Z wants people to believe that he won this fair and square, which we have no evidence that he didn't, but if he wants people to believe him who are doubting him, these are the type of steps you have to take for people to say, you know what? Jay-Z must be right. He must have stood on business for real, because now Jay-Z sues. This is from Baller Alert by Think Tank. Jay-Z sues attorney Busby for defamation, cites 20 million in lost deals over false claims. So now we're going into the next phase. We talked about the dismissal. Now, what happens after the dismissal? Jay-Z taking legal action against Tony Busby. And the thing is, for the crowd that says, if you believe that Jay-Z did some type of backhanded back office hidden little deal with Tony Busby or whatever, if you believe that, then we need hella smoke for Tony Busby. Because that would make him part of something foul. That would mean he got us all riled up for the victims just to settle off record and take money. So I don't know that to be true, but I do know if you are somebody who believes that Jay-Z and Tony Busby did something behind the scenes or something, then we need smoke for Tony Busby as well. A lot of smoke, because if Tony Busby did that, then he just tainted the case for hundreds of victims that he's representing. So look, in this article, Jay-Z is taking legal action against Tony Busby. So Jay-Z claims the lawsuit was deliberately filed the night before his daughter Blue Ivy's Mufasa: The Lion King premiere, to force him into a no-win situation. He goes on to say, and I quote, "I felt that Mr. Busby was placing a gun to my head, that I either bow to his demands or endure personal and financial ruin," he declared in his legal filing. It goes on to say, beyond the reputational damage, Jay-Z alleges he lost 20 million in business contracts due to the accusations describing the ordeal as a calculated attack on his legacy. Meanwhile, Diddy remains behind bars. Now, what they go on to say in this article, they say Jay-Z's lawsuit aims to hold Busby accountable and set a precedent against the legal system, the abuse. As the battle unfolds, the rapper remains focused on his family and career, refusing to let false allegations define his legacy. So Jay-Z took the next step. If you want us to believe everything was fair and square and the case is being dismissed, now the next step you would have to do is now you got to sue Tony Busby, because if you don't sue Tony Busby, people are going to say, wait a minute, if Tony Busby attacked you with no evidence and this is clear you didn't do it and it's dismissed, why aren't you going after him then? And that's what people were saying. Next thing we know, Jay-Z's going after Tony Busby. Now, after the money being sued, Jay-Z also doubled down on Busby trying. He claimed that Tony Busby tried to blackmail him with a male accuser. Basically said he tried to shake him down. And this comes courtesy of TMZ. And the article reads, Jay-Z says, and I quote, Busby tried to shake me down over another false accuser. Now it goes on to say, Jay-Z is going out of his way to expose Tony Busby's alleged attempts to get large sums of money from him over two different allegations, one of which was just dismissed and the other one never ended up even making it to court. According to the docs, Jay-Z filed this week, obtained by TMZ, Busby sent two demand letters to Jay in November 2024. One of them was over the Jane Doe who accused Jay and Diddy of SA in 2000 when she was only 13. The other was for a John Doe. This is the male accuser. The John Doe who, according to the letter, claimed Jay essayed him at a 2015 Beverly Hills party when he was 16 and had been secretly rugged by someone other than Jay. Now, Jay goes on to say both allegations are false and ridiculous. And of course, the Jane Doe was dismissed Friday, which was on Valentine's Day, which was a huge victory for Jay and actually Diddy. Now, the John Doe, the male accuser, allegations we never had previously heard about. And Jay says Busby's letter for both clients demanded something of substance to address the situation, which Jay interpreted as a demand for a lot of money to bury their silence. He also describes the letters as blatant blackmail attempts. Now, in these new docs, Jay accused Busby of intentionally filing the Jane Doe lawsuit on Blue Ivy's Day, as we talked about. So he is going hard. And like I said from the beginning, my loyalty is to victims and to justice, and that's it. I don't have a dog in the fight. I don't have whatever is the justice, whichever is truth, and whatever victim needs justice, that's where I'm here from. I'm not here wishing bad on anybody or hoping anything bad. I'm here to cover what is in front of me. I like to use the example of a commentator commentating your favorite sports game or whatever, whether a team getting pounded or your team winning or losing. Then all we got to do, all we're going to do is tell you exactly what we see. And my worry and what I'm concerned about is by this getting dismissed, and Tony Busby has placed himself so so deep into this situation that he is a major part in this. It's like you got Diddy, you got Jay-Z, who was just dismissed, but then you got Tony Busby filing hundreds of lawsuits. And now one of the major lawsuit that we all talked about has been dismissed, calling Tony Busby's whole situation into question. Now that is separate from the Fed case. You know, Tony Busby don't have nothing to do with that, but he still could jeopardize other witnesses or other victims because now people are looking at him like, and it's because of some of the things he said. Let's take a look at what Tony Busby said when the NBC report or whatever station that was on, when they came out and they said that Jay-Z, that the victim didn't have some of the right information, this and that. Well, that was already had people like, okay, did Tony Busby do his due diligence before bringing this? And this is what made people think like, hold up, we got to look into this a little more. Because when it all came out and the victim didn't have the right information or whatever, like I said, forget the victim. All of this falls on the shoulder of Busby. He's the attorney. He is the legal authority in this situation that we look to. He knows the law. He studied the law. And so when Tony Busby said, when all of this came out, a statement that he made that's really coming to bite him now is when he said, we got this case from another attorney that they vetted it. We just took, basically he's saying we just took the case and went forward. And so it's like, hold on. So you just took the case and went forward off of another attorney vetting and you put your name on it. And that's how we got here. Okay, whatever. Until the case is brought to court or whatever, ain't no judgments. You know, we don't know nothing. At the time, we don't know the evidence. We just know the evidence that's being put out to us. But now when you fast forward it, and now it's dismissed. And all Tony Busby is saying is Jay-Z cleared his name. Now it's like, wait. Now I'm mad at Tony Busby. Because, like I said from the beginning, when I start, my loyalty is to the victims. My loyalty is to justice. And right now, Tony Busby, now who knows what he has up his sleeve or what he may come up with next, but as of right now, whether he did a deal with Jay-Z behind the scenes or he didn't, right now, he just tainted this case for a lot of victims. And that just is what it is. And that's where I'm at with it. I can't say if Jay-Z and Busby did something behind the scenes. I don't know. If it comes out, y'all know we're going to cover it and we're going to talk about it. But as of right now, the public perception and what the perception of this case is that Jay-Z, his case is dismissed. Tony Busby has said out his own mouth, we didn't vet it. We got this case from another lawyer. And now it's dismissed. And now Tony Busby is being sued by Jay-Z. So now we got Jay-Z doubling down. So let's go on to the next phase of what happened in this, what's going on. Now you turn your focus to Beyonce. Beyonce is speaking on it in a way. And they actually celebrated Valentine's Day with celebrated his victory. And they also talked about receiving death threats. Let's talk about that now. So let's just talk about the Jay-Z and Beyonce reaction, or Beyonce's reaction. This comes from Lifestyle. Marca Lifestyle was a publication. It says the headline reads, Jay-Z and Beyonce celebrate after our case dropped. A great Valentine's Day for her is what they called it. So the article goes on to say Jay-Z and Beyonce were spotted in enjoying a celebratory dinner in Beverly Hills on Sunday night, marking their first public appearance since the rapper's case was dropped. It says here the power couple appeared relaxed and happy, with Beyonce showcasing her effortless style in a blazer and bare legs, Jay-Z dressed in all black. Now, in this article, they go on to say that Beyonce was relieved, and she says that she was ready and willing to fight a long case. She figured that it would be something she would have to show up to court to for a long time, similar to Rihanna and the A$AP Rocky situation, where Rihanna is supporting her husband or A$AP, and Beyonce thought she would have to do the same thing. It goes on to say Beyonce felt like their world fell apart for a moment. While they put on brave faces, this is a quote, while they put on brave faces behind the scenes, it was a stressful time for Beyonce, bringing back memories of when Jay had previously broken her trust. On top of that, their children were affected. This is some insider from their camp revealed. They also added, like what I just said, that Beyonce had anticipated a lengthy legal battle, expecting to support Jay-Z in court, much like Rihanna and A$AP. So what they're saying now is Beyonce can focus on her upcoming tour, her business, being a mom and a wife, and enjoy the success of her recent Grammy wins, the source concluded. It's a great Valentine's Day for J and B. So they taking a victory lap on Tony Busby. And like I said, I feel bad for the victims because this is going to affect them. I hope that Tony Busby has more information, or has vetted the other cases. I hope he really did vet them, because at this point, if another one comes out that he's putting behind and he's dismissed, there will be it's going to be hard to come back from that. Let me just say that. So I am hoping that whatever case that Tony Busby brings next, or the next one that is very popular, I'm just hoping it's well vetted, because it's already hard enough to get people to believe victims, but it's even harder when cases that are covered across, like, everybody knows about this case, everybody following this case, and then when it gets dismissed and it appears that Jay-Z and Diddy got cleared, then now you have that pocket of people who are trying to say that people lying or people in this. Now you give them a voice, and now they feel like, oh, I have to stand up and be loud, because they are dancing like crazy on social media. The people who wanted this to be the case. And then once this is the problem, because now that Jay-Z and Tony Busby did what he did, now that Jay-Z has the quote unquote, you want to say momentum or whatever. So now he is pouring it on. This says Jay-Z received death threats in response to the R allegation. Now look, Jay-Z and his wife Beyonce, this is from Bang Premiere. This is a new publication. It just came out. Jay-Z, in the article says Jay-Z received death threats in response to the allegation. Now, Jay-Z and his wife Beyonce were sent death threats, according to this article. And normally you wouldn't, I would have thought they would have said some of this before, but this is just now this is just because now that they have won, now they're just doubling down and they get to say whatever. This is how it goes. Now they can talk about the death threat, so they can talk about whatever, whether it happened or not is not for me to say, but this is the danger when these cases get dismissed. This is why we always say we want truthful or we want to make sure that everybody is vetted and everything is above board, because this case being dismissed didn't do nothing but hurt other cases. And I just hate to see that, because I get the benefit of seeing thousands of comments and they are being not only just to Tony Busby. I mean, he deserves it because this is his thing. This is what he signed up for. He a lawyer. When you take these cases, you got to take the good and the bad. But what I don't like to see is how many people are taking a dump on the victim or the victims. Like, there's a lot of comments of talking about the victim and talking about everybody lying and this and that. And it's just like, that's not fair, because one case that got dismissed doesn't have anything to do with the hundreds of other cases and other victims. We don't know. I don't know exactly what happened in this situation. All I'm going by is what is presented in front of me. And they're saying this is dismissed, and Tony Busby is saying Jay-Z cleared his name. That's what Tony Busby said. So, to be honest, I hope the case with Diddy and this Tony Busby kind of situation, I hope it kind of like separates. Let's put the Tony Busby, let him represent his victims and what he's doing, and then let the feds do what they're doing, because as you can see, one can affect the other, and we don't want that. And the reason why I say that, I don't know if y'all saw the statement from Diddy, but Diddy immediately came out saying that I'm gonna sum it up. Diddy came out saying called him a 1-800 lawyer, and that all his other ones are going to get dismissed just like this one. And it was like, Diddy, you got so much going on. Just take your let Jay-Z take his victory, but you can't jump on Diddy, because you got way more fish to fry. Jay-Z is in a different situation from Diddy. Yeah, a lot of people think that Jay-Z is just as guilty, and people are waiting to see. We're waiting for it to happen, and when it comes, it comes. But right now, we know Diddy is locked up. Right now, we saw Diddy put hands and feet and paws on Cassie. And so we can't let Diddy try to use this as leverage to get him out of a jam. And that is what I'm afraid of, or was afraid of, and been afraid of this whole case. And we've been talking about it on this podcast. Every other mention, whether I bring it up or people in the chat bring it up, can't nothing. This case, the only thing can ruin this case is victims who may be untrue or witnesses who are untrue. As long as everything is above board, we don't have nothing to worry about. But the way Diddy jumped on, that's I saw it coming. I'm sure y'all out there saw it, knew it too. But Diddy couldn't wait to come out and put himself in position like he was Jay-Z, meaning like, yeah, you see, we ain't do nothing. Or we don't do nothing like this. And it's like, hold up, Diddy. This is Jay-Z did this, and this is Jay-Z's dismissal, even though technically Diddy's dismissed too. But Diddy is actually locked up. And Diddy is actually about to face the music. And what we can't do is let this take away from the fact that Diddy is being held accountable. And Diddy has an enterprise letter coming out next month, which is supposed to detail the whole enterprise of what he was doing. As of right now, him and Jay-Z are in two different boats. Now, Jay-Z could end up in the Diddy boat. We shall see. But as of right now, the two cases that we knew that were going against Jay-Z, the one never made it to court and the one was dismissed. That's Jay-Z. But as far as Diddy, we saw what you did. They won't even let you get out for $50 million. That tells you everything you need to know right there. And so as that Jay-Z and stuff materializes, I just want to make sure that we don't allow this to sidetrack us from the fact that we got somebody who's being held accountable right now, and that's Diddy, Mohawk Diddy. But we can't let this snowball into somehow now all the Diddy cases are now they're not true because of this one case. And I'm telling you, the Diddy's lawyers, mark my words, they are going to try to use this case as much as they can, whether it's from public perception or whether it's from using it to gain favor in other cases, or to say, look, you see how this victim and this got dismissed? This is the case over here. And that is what I'm afraid of. And that's what I've been afraid of. And why I'm like, the feds got enough going on. If it's not legit, we can't fool with it. So I don't know. Like I said, I was shocked just like everybody else. And I was shocked only because Tony Busby has been clearing people. And like before I knew who he was, he cleared me and the Browns. He took us to deep waters and drowned us. So I'm telling you what I knew Tony Busby could do from first-hand experience. I underestimated him. Next thing it was people telling me when the Deshaun Watson stuff was going on, it was people telling me like, no, Tony Busby does this, does that. You better not underestimate him. And I was like, we fine. The Browns got it. Deshaun Watson got it. And so that is why I had the utmost confidence in Tony Busby's ability to do his job, because he had just served us. And now here we are. Jay-Z, we have to admit it. He said from the beginning he was going to fight it and he wasn't going to give up a penny. And that's what he did. And like I said, for those that may think it was a behind the scenes deal or whatever, I can't say it ain't, because I have no proof that it is or it isn't. And so that's fair to say, because we already know we can't trust nothing out here. But if that's the case, then we got to give Tony Busby smoke too. Then can't just be Jay-Z. It got to be smoke on Tony Busby, because I really hope that Tony Busby wouldn't do all of that. Have all of us rallying and doing all that and putting these victims out there and putting these victims on TV and doing all that. I hope he wouldn't do all that and then take money behind the scenes. I really hope so. But who knows? And on top of that, the only thing to look forward to this weekend was the damn All-Star. And then that was terrible. The All-Star game was terrible. Planes also went down. And I don't know if y'all agree or disagree, but the NBA has just destroyed the All-Star weekend. I ain't gonna spend too much time talking about it. I just want to give y'all my quick reaction on that, because I'm sad to see. There's no competing. I didn't even understand what it was. I don't even understand the game. It was like 4 games going on, and Shaq and Charles Barkley had on fisherman clothes or like all kind of props. Kevin Hart, y'all might disagree with me, but Kevin Hart is just not funny. It was cringe. Like I was just like, come on, Kevin Hart, relax, man. Like, no, I just did not like it. And I'm a big NBA fan. I used to, as a kid, I would love to wait for All-Star weekend. And to see that what it has become is just sad. It's just sad. And the only thing can fix it is competitive. If it's competitive nature, like the players got to get back to competing. If they're not going to compete, nobody wants to watch. Like my boy Felix said, the dunk contest was dope. Now, I did like the dunk contest. I didn't expect anybody to win besides Mac McClung, or whatever his name is, Mac McClung. I always get it. I've been following him since he was playing in high school, but I can never remember what his name is. Shout out to him for winning 3 times in a row. That's another thing, and I'm a victim of it too. Let's spend less time crying about what was horrible and spend a little bit more time giving the flowers to the people who actually did their thing. And so I could be guilty of the same thing, and I want to make sure we all do that. So let's give Mac McClung his flowers for winning the dunk contest, 3-peat. We were waiting on Mahomes to do a 3-peat. It didn't happen. We were waiting on, was it Dame? I think if Dame Lillard would have won the 3-point contest, I think that would have been a 3-peat for him. Correct me if I'm wrong in the chat, y'all. But he didn't get a 3-peat. And then Mac McClung was able to get the 3-peat. So let's give him some flowers. Also, the young guys, Victor Wembanyama and Gildress, SGA, they came to play. And that has me feeling a little bit better about All-Star weekends going forward. But they're going to have to go back. First of all, they're going to have to go back to East versus West or USA versus the world. Those are the only 2 All-Star games that people are going to watch. If you wanted to have East versus West like it's always been, I wouldn't be mad at that. Good. Felix made a good point. Zion, and that's another thing. So let's touch on that too. That's another thing that killed the All-Star weekend, and that does have to go back to LeBron. And y'all know me. I'm from Cleveland. I know LeBron and them. I know Rich Paul. Me and Rich Paul the exact same age. We were when Rich Paul got with Floyd Mayweather. I mean, when Rich Paul got with LeBron, that was the same year I got with Floyd Mayweather, and we both from the same place. So we used to see each other and, good vibes, good dude, Rich. Rich, a good dude. That's a good camp. But y'all know I got to keep it real. LeBron, don't be mad at me. Rich, don't be mad at me. But LeBron not competing in that dunk contest snowballed into all of this. Before LeBron, Kobe competed in it. Before Kobe, Jordan, Vince Carter, all kind of superstars would get into the slam dunk contest. Then LeBron came along, high flying, dunking, jumping, all of that, and just refused to do the dunk contest. In a way, almost seemingly like you're too good for it. That's what it seems like. Perception is reality. I don't know what LeBron's real reasons were, but from the outside looking in, that's what it looks like. And if the best player in the world is not doing it and saying it ain't worth it or whatever his reason was, everybody followed him in that generation. So we get all no names in the dunk contest ever since. And that is what has destroyed All-Star Weekend is we don't have the stars. And so like I tell people, they like, well, it ain't that many dunks. It ain't about the dunks, y'all. LeBron at his height could have gotten to the dunk contest and he could have just threw it off the backboard and reversed it and we gonna go crazy. So what happens is we got these no names in the contest. So now these no names, they gotta jump off the rafters over a kid, throw the ball off the top rim, bounce it off their head, and do a backflip to dunk and impress us because we don't know them. We don't know them, so they gotta somersault and do 50 flips and blow out a candle and all type of stuff. And it gets to the point where it's just like, okay. And so that's where we are. People don't realize the reason why they have to do all these crazy dunks to try to get good scores is because don't nobody know them. But if Ja Morant went out there and just bounced it up in the, threw the ball up in the air, let it bounce, and just did maybe a reverse pump dunk, we gonna give him a 50 because it's Ja. Same thing with Zion. So when the stars stopped competing in the dunk contest, it just trickled to all that. Nobody wants to compete no more. It just trickled all the way to the actual All-Star game, and now we just chucking up shots. The All-Star game back in the day used to look like you went to go see the elite talent when you went to somewhere. Now the All-Star look like when you go to Lifetime or LA Fitness or wherever you go play ball, for all you old heads, wherever you go play ball at. That's what the All-Star game look like now. Bunch of dudes who ain't playing defense, just chucking up shots. That's what we do. You could come watch us play if that's what you want to see. We just chucking up shots and standing around. So I was very disappointed. I'm going to say it again. Kevin Hart is not funny. He was annoying. It was hard for me to watch. It was hard for me to watch, y'all. And I love the NBA. I love basketball was my first love. Before I was a signed artist in music and rapping, and before I got into social media, podcasting, I even love real estate. I have different loves that I've attacked in my life. Basketball was my very first love that I played and studied morning, noon, and night, kind of like what I do now. So it hurts me to see what happened to the game. And I hope that we get back to the All-Star game that I used to know. So now, before I can't get this episode go without shouting out the subscriber of the day. Subscribers of this podcast keep us going, keep the lights on, and keep us allow us to grow. And it keeps me able to come on here and keep talking about the cases that we want to talk about and not worried about corporate dollars so much. And so I appreciate it. The subscriber of the day is Natasha Krucher. Natasha found it in her heart to give a $5 donation. and subscribe to the podcast for all the exclusive content. So Natasha and everybody in the chat, let's give Natasha a round of applause. Natasha, we appreciate you here at the Flow Show No Filter. Round of applause. If you can hear that. I appreciate that. And also, before we get the hell going, another thing I told y'all. Did y'all? Yeah, yep, Felix. I agree with that. But see, the thing is, the creativity level is also relative to who you are. So if you're LeBron James, let's just be honest, you're gonna light a dunk contest on fire anyway. See, the person named Joe College that don't nobody know, he got to be super creative. But if you LeBron or if you Zion or if you Ja, your creativity meter is a lot lower to impress us. That's just how it go. That's just like a comedian. Dave Chappelle might tell the same joke as some no name, but you gonna laugh quicker when Dave Chappelle say it than this no name you don't know. It's kind of just like human nature. You know, it ain't really nothing. But forget all that. Have y'all been paying attention, like I told y'all, about these planes? I hate to keep saying it, but y'all know on this podcast, that's one of the things I said, December, November on this podcast, is to be careful with these planes. Now, everybody talking about it. Check out what this guy say and tell me what you think.
And away we go. Another plane has crashed, and this one complete plane was coming from Minneapolis and crash landed in Toronto. It had about 80 passengers on board, with 8 being injured and 1 in critical condition. Not to mention, just a couple days ago, another plane crash occurred, killing 2 people in Georgia. Can we all agree that we are in a plane-demic right now? Because this isn't normal, and I may have some insight on what's really going on. Now, I posted this in late December stating that we are in a plane-demic with all these happening within a week from Brazil, Kazakhstan, Canada, South Korea, Norway. But this is not where the story begins. This really all started last year when these 2 whistleblowers mysteriously dies. Joshua Dean and John Barnett were 2 airline industry whistleblowers blowing the lid on the entire industry about quality control and maintenance. And this is mainly with Boeing. Now, John, he was actually in the middle of a major legal battle with Boeing, and during the middle, unalived himself. Then Joshua, he was also in quality control and parts. He just magically gets sick and dies. Coincidence? Let's keep going. Next, let's not forget that China has been running amok on us because it's just been reported that Chinese hackers have run amok on our telecoms network for the past 18 months, exposing info for 1 million people. And the fact that this has been happening with our infrastructure, our water system, cybersecurity, data, Red Note, TikTok, DeepSeek, you get it. Now the question is, who makes a lot of our airline parts? Oh, would you look at that? So China supplies parts for several Boeing aircraft, such as the 737, the 787, the 777, and Boeing has a completion and delivery center based in China for the 737. Now, I'm just spitballing here, but if China wanted to attack us, it wouldn't be boots on the ground. It would be, I don't know, our info, our infrastructure, maybe some planes. I even find it more suspicious that in the last 12 months, we've had more plane crashes in the last 12 years, and China has none? I asked AI just to verify, hey, has China had any plane crashes in the last 12 months? It says no, there's been no reported plane crashes in the last 12 months based on the available information. Their most recent plane crash was on March 21st, 2022, almost 3 years ago. Math, not mathin'. So the question is, what did these 2 guys really know in our dealings with China and Boeing and the whole aerospace industry? Maybe they were going to expose somebody or something that was so big, they had to get them out of here. But let me know what you guys think below. Are you guys flying any planes right now? Let me know below. No way we go.
It is amazing to me how, when I said it, it wasn't no big thing. If you remember, y'all been, for those that have been listening to this podcast, y'all know that when I said Don't stay away from planes unless you have to. Nobody was saying that. Y'all can be my witnesses. Nobody was saying that. And I was, like I said, I was just saying it, just reading the room. I didn't have no hidden, no secret source or anything. I was just looking at what was going on, and I'm like, something ain't right. And I did cover that story he's talking about. I covered that on my TikTok a long time ago about those whistleblowers, but that still wasn't even the reason why I said stay away from it. I just had this feeling that it just something wasn't right. And now it feels totally crazy that now everybody's talking about it. Everybody's making videos like that about what's going on with the planes. I told y'all I didn't know why, but I'm just glad people who listened, or that people who at least know that, hey, I wasn't just talking out the side of my neck, which I never do. If I'm saying something, I believe it and I feel it. And so I don't know what the heck going on. I'm going to do some more research, but I got to get to the bottom of this plane thing before I have to get on in a minute. I'm going to have to get on it because my son graduating. And his birthday coming up. So I'm gonna have to get back into, I stayed on a plane. Give you an example. One of my friends, she has been a flight attendant. I would think she's probably been a flight attendant for about at least 15 years now. She's been a flight attendant, maybe more, but let's say at least 15 years. She ain't never been afraid to fly. She ain't never thought twice. I don't care what was going on. She ain't never showed any fear about flying. Yesterday, she posted she is scared of flying for the first time ever in her life. Now, this is a flight attendant who's been a flight attendant, been on planes for 15, maybe even 20 years, but let's just say 15 years. And she has never said she was afraid of flying. Even she's been a flight attendant throughout a lot of incidents that have took place with planes and this and that. She never said that. Yesterday or whatever, over the weekend, she posted she is afraid to fly now. I don't know what's going on, y'all, but I will definitely continue to look into it. And just so y'all know, my all faithful listeners on Apple and Spotify, y'all listening to me, everybody on YouTube, for the most part, weekends and holidays, I will be off. And I only do that because, to be honest, y'all, I could be on here every day, all day talking. I love doing it. I love kicking it with y'all. I told myself to do weekends and holidays off to make sure I take a break. And also because on weekends and holidays, people aren't really engaging in podcasts or engaging in live shows as much. So I figured okay, that's a good time for me to take a break so I don't burn myself out, because I like to do it. So I really could do it every day, but I know eventually I will burn myself out somehow, and I don't want to do that. So just so y'all know the schedule, if it's a holiday, I'm probably off because of that holiday or the weekend. Other than that, y'all know I'm going to be here. Other than that, please, if you have an issue with the subscription, I try to say this in every episode, but for some reason people still don't see it, or maybe they don't hear this part. But please just email support@buzzsprout.com. And sometimes some people haven't been able to see the content on their device or something like that. And so if you email Buzzsprout at support@buzzsprout.com, they will take care of you immediately. They fix anybody that had the issue. They fix it immediately. But I can't respond in the fan mail. So it's like when people say in the fan mail, they'll say like, hey, I had an issue. I need to fix it with my subscription. I can't respond. It doesn't give me an option to reply to nothing in the fan mail. So it's like all I can do is look at it. I don't know who said it. It doesn't tell me even who said it unless you put your email address in the message. then I can reach out to you. So anybody, if you try to reach out, y'all should have my email. And I'll get you taken care of. But please make sure, and if you can, let anybody know if they have an issue, please email support@buzzsprout.com. They are helpful as what. Other than that, I appreciate y'all. We'll be back tomorrow. Everybody, like to thank you, Shauna. Everybody, don't forget to like the live. As a matter of fact, if y'all don't have nothing, if y'all chilling, I do want to talk about some more about the All-Star, but I'm about to get my Apple and Spotify people together. So hold on one second. Much love to everybody out there. I will see y'all tomorrow again on Apple and Spotify. And you're always welcome to join us live at 7:30 a.m. or noon and catch the show live. As always, I love y'all, and I'm out. So what's up, y'all? I'm gonna stay on for a little bit longer since I'm gonna stay on a little bit longer since we had that 3-day weekend. I'm gonna stay a little bit on, Shauna. I ain't going nowhere yet. Oh, you leave for Vegas Friday, so everybody pray for Michelle. She's flying to Vegas Friday. Have fun. I love Vegas. And Michelle, you're gonna be all right. Whatever happened, I think they done got on top of it now, and they know they need to make sure they need to make sure that you're straight. But I think we all good. You all good, Michelle. Don't even worry about it. You're gonna have a great time in Vegas. You're gonna have a safe flight. You ain't even gonna have no turbulence. Watch. But it's still just crazy. You know what I mean? It's definitely crazy. But be safe. I used to live in Vegas. I still got family out there. Anybody in the chat? Any West Coast people in the chat? Any West Coast people in the chat? Let me tell you some holidays. There you go, Lauren. Yep. 7:30 Monday through Friday, except holidays. Yep. There it is. And like I told y'all, I will be on this thing every day for real, but I have to make sure I take my break so I don't burn out. But like I said, also on the weekends and holidays, people don't engage as much on live and podcasts because they doing stuff. So it's like, okay, let me take my break then too. But it was a nice 3-day break. I couldn't wait to get back in here. I couldn't wait to see my people and talk about all this stuff we got going on. My boy Felix. How was you and the ladies Valentine, Felix? How was you and your ladies Valentine, Phoenix? I know y'all had a ball. And anybody else? How was y'all Valentine? Anything worth talking about? I was just chilling and working and resting. And then also plotting. You know what I need, y'all? If anybody can find somebody, I need somebody who is good with Google Ads. Oh, sweet, man. Well, I was happy to do it, Felix. Shoot, y'all hold me down. I appreciate any one of y'all, every last one of y'all. You ain't never got to worry about. You need a shout out, need some advice, anything. Y'all are more than welcome to hit me up, man. Like I said, I appreciate y'all always holding it down for me. So I'm always gonna hold y'all down. Give me 1 second. Stay on, y'all, because I'm staying on for a while. I'm just gotta get our Apple Spotify people together for a second. And then we're gonna talk some more about Valentine's weekend, talk some more about the All-Star break. And I'm gonna leave y'all with a little music while I get these people Let's get our Apple and Spotify together, and I'll be right back, y'all. So hold it down. Yeah. So let's cut this. I'm back. Thank you for holding it down. What we got in there? So okay, so what's going on, Mini Me? I see everybody praying. We got to pray for Mini Me. What's going on, Mini Me? I got to go back. I done missed the chat. Hey, y'all, what happened to Mini Me? Mini Me, I see everybody saying praying for healing. What happened, Mini Me? I do remember you said something about. Mini Me, did you say you had surgery? I remember Mini Me saying something was coming up, but yeah, I figured. I remember it was something about surgery. I remember her saying it one of the other lives. But yeah, man. So check this out. What do y'all really think about the damn all-star situation, y'all? I was pissed off. I was tired. I couldn't believe it. I was like, man, this is sad. This is sad. But me, what happened? Doug's winter party was an 80-something-year-old man whose wife. What's this? What you talking about? Doug's winter party was an 80-something-year-old man whose wife passed, who went door to door with and written invitations that said 4 p.m. or until the cop comes. Yeah, you didn't miss nothing, Jennifer. Oh, yeah. So because I think I saw Jennifer. I told you I can look at the chat and I can do my job. I can look at the chat, I can look at the articles, break it down, I can do all that in one thing. So on YouTube and Apple and Spotify, they give like levels to your content. And so those trigger words like the R word and essay, sexual stuff, kind of like how we have to do on TikTok. If you say the words, they won't send your stuff out to everybody. So I kind of got to do my TikTok style and like not say those trigger words, because my thing is I want the message to get out to as many people as possible. I'm not worried about what words I say. I'm going to talk about whatever needs to be talked about. And that's my major, that's my goal, is to talk about everything that needs to be talked about and to let as many people hear it as possible. So if I can't say those trigger words like I couldn't say on TikTok, I might mess up, but I'm gonna try not to say them so the message could get out to more people. So just letting you know, because I'm transparent about everything I'm doing. I just thought I'd let you know. I saw Jennifer say something about it, but I had to finish the show. I couldn't stop and address it right then and there. But I definitely want y'all to let y'all know what's going on. But other than that, I was disappointed. Yeah, it's like, it's not, see, it's not, they do it, it's slick on YouTube. So yeah, on subscription, I can say whatever. And see, YouTube, they won't they won't ban. Of course, they won't ban your account on YouTube or anything like that. But they just their system. You know, this AI stuff is crazy. So the AI picks it up and then just suppresses it. I told you I'm learning about the YouTube situation. Yeah, y'all like that tune? Yeah, that's that little jazz tune. That's the little jazz tune I got going. Yeah, hey, Mini Me said she good. You know, I had to stay on longer because Mini Me came a little late, and so I was like, I gotta stay on. And it been 3 days, but Mini Me said, like Draymond said, I get an all-star 0. Man, it was terrible. But yeah, y'all. So the subscription, I can talk crazy, but I can't talk as crazy on here. But I can talk. See, the difference is I'm still gonna talk about whatever I want. I can talk about whatever I want to talk about. That's what I like. Now, if I have to X out a few words here and there, I'm fine with that. As long as I get to talk about whatever we need to talk about. No subject is off the table. We're gonna talk about whatever needs to be talked about. Like I said, but I'm definitely gonna I'm not gonna let them hurt our reach and stop people from getting our message. I'm not gonna do that. But did you watch? Oh man, they were going in on hockey. Did y'all see the hockey stuff? You talking about competing? Hey, look, they were on hockey. They were fighting before it even got started. That's what I said. You see what I just said? The same thing. I just said the same thing. And yeah, they were fighting. They were fighting before it even started. Hockey was way better than the All-Star game. Yeah, it sure was. It sure was. It sure was. And I think, see, they were saying, and I didn't get a chance to dive into this, y'all, but they were saying that hockey did something to fix their All-Star game or something. But I didn't get to see what they did to fix it. I don't know. Do y'all know? Do y'all know? Yeah, I didn't see the game. I just saw the highlights, but I saw they were going in. But do y'all know, anybody know what hockey did to fix their game? Because they said they had problems with their All-Star game or something, and they did something to fix it. I don't know what it is because I haven't had a chance to look into it. But right. Shauna says she might have to start watching hockey. Did y'all hit up Shan? Shan always know what's going on. She normally joins the lunchtime show. But Shan is a person who always will know what's going on. Oh, somebody booed the national anthem. Oh, okay, Felix. So you said in hockey they made scoring easier? Okay, I didn't know that. I knew it was something. We'll see in the NBA that actually had the opposite effect. Who was born the national anthem? I didn't see that. And when and where did that happen? Can y'all tell me when and where that happened? Did that happen in hockey or did that happen in the All-Star? Who booed the national anthem? I didn't see that. Oh, all the Canadians booed it. Oh, at the hockey thing? Dang, I didn't know that. That's kind of wild. They should have kicked them out. Wow. Hey, look at Felicia. Hey, Felicia, like the morning crew. Nice, hey, nice for you to join us, Felicia. We like our live show, don't we, crew? Glad to have you, Felicia. We are here live at 7:30 a.m. and 12 noon Eastern Standard Time, Felicia. So you always are welcome And I'm glad you're joining us. And I'm glad you like the live show. We love the live show. And I like it because I get to talk to y'all in real time and get y'all responses and everything. Oh, you've been here, Felicia? Yeah, Felicia says she just don't say much. Well, that's good, Felicia. I'm glad you like it. I love the live show. Like I told y'all, to be honest, I could do this every day. I just try to make sure that I take my breaks so I keep it fresh for y'all. I don't want to ever get on here where I'm doing it so much where I just turn into a robot. And that's what happens if you just do it too much. That's the only reason I take my breaks. To be honest, I don't really have to take a break. I like getting up and talking because I stay in tune with current events. Even if I'm not doing this, I'm still going to pay attention to what's going on in the world. So I love kicking it with y'all. But yeah, this is where we at every Monday through Friday, 7:30 a.m. and 12 noon. Tell everybody. Yeah, hey, look, don't worry about it. Hey, Felicia. One time, Amy almost came on the show, and she stopped right inside the studio. So it ain't no big deal. Amy was supposed to come on, and then she chickened out. But we still love. It's still all love. We don't judge. We don't have no judgments in the H Flow. The Flow Show, no filter. I love live. I like live. I like that Felix like the live. I love the live. But I'm like love is better. Love is better? Love is better. But yeah, I like doing it. And then I also like people to see, like when I do the podcast, to let them know this is what I do. I do this right in front of you. The live show, just like if you audio, this is what I do. I'm comfortable enough to do the show live right in front of y'all with no edits. No edits, just straight real talk. Can't take back nothing I say. It's all being put out in real time. It's 5:30. Wow. Where you at? Love is better too, Lauren. Lauren said love is better, live is better. Amy chickened out. Oh yeah, I didn't get a chance to see the SNL, but I heard it was good. I saw a lot of people talking about the SNL show. They said it was some funny stuff on there. I don't know. Caroline, hey, look who made it, y'all. One of our new Breakfast Club crew members. Everybody say hi to Carolyn Santana. I believe she's a member. If I'm correct, Caroline is a member. Eddie broke character. Oh, I gotta see it. Eddie broke character. Oh, y'all about to have me go to the So check this out. This is another thing I'm about to add into this, y'all. I just gotta figure out how to do it. Y'all know how people be like showing stuff and reacting while y'all watching? Think it'd be like something like this. I'm about to figure out how to do that because, like, right now, I wish I could pull up some of the Saturday Night Live clips and like show them while we talking. I'm about to figure out how to do that. Oh, so this is what I was saying, y'all. I need somebody. If y'all know somebody, I need somebody that knows how to run Google Ads because I want to run ads for the podcast and for the YouTube channel. But I need somebody who knows about Google ads and all of that type of stuff and like Apple ads and Spotify ads. If y'all know anybody that knows anything about any of that, please shoot me a DM on any one of my pages or send me an email. But that's what I'm looking for, just so y'all know right now. I'm looking for somebody that can help me place Google ads on Apple and Spotify. Because now we got so much momentum. If I start doing ads, we really gonna be out of here. Because our Apple and Spotify numbers are crazy. And I never did an ad. I've never paid for any type of promotion ever. But it's about that time now. We about to take this to the next level. So if you know anybody, let me know. But yeah, I didn't know Eddie broke character. I gotta check that out, Felix. I saw. Didn't they have? Was that Will Ferrell did the "Not Like Us" songs? Hey, didn't Will Ferrell do like the "Not Like Us"? Yeah, I saw that. And I caught a clip of that. Oh yeah, I reached it last week. We didn't reach. We gotta reach. We gotta reach. We did reach it last week, but I got a goal of 10 subscriptions every week. So we didn't get none this week yet. No subscription this week yet, but we need 10. So let your friends know. We definitely got to get the subscription because then I can do more of my swearing and cussing on the subscription. I can't do it as much on YouTube and Apple and Spotify. I didn't know that was affecting my reach because I was doing such good numbers until somebody told me. I'm like, dang, this AI is crazy. This AI knows everything. So you gotta watch. And no shirt on, he real comfortable. Who you talking about? I'm gonna always be comfortable, but I don't even know if you're talking about me. But it's two different specials, but watch both. Okay. I'm gonna watch them both a little bit later. I love that show. Oh yeah, I'm definitely. I'm very comfortable. I keep it real. I'm honest. I'm straight down the middle, and part of the reason that I have no shirt on is to like let people know how comfortable I am in my own skin, and so that's been my thing. I know I get thrown off when I have a shirt on, but to be honest, to be honest, it's because I don't have a shirt on most of the time. So the few times you might see me with a shirt on when I'm at home or see me with one, it's because I literally had it on and then just forgot. But normally, this is just how I am unless I'm leaving, going somewhere. But if I'm here at the house, I ain't gonna have no shirt on. I like being free. Yeah, I keep it all the way. And hey, look, it ain't easy keeping it 100 because guess what happened when you are honest. Let me give y'all the backstory about when you're a podcaster or a YouTuber or a social media influencer and you keep it real. When you keep it 100% real, you have people literally mad at you every time because you're calling it real. So I'll give you a perfect example. I'm gonna use the Jay-Z and Busby situation, right? So when Busby first came out with the lawsuit, it looked crazy, and I called it for what it was, right? Then you had people on Jay-Z's side mad because I was saying that, hey, Tony Busby is not the one to play with, right? But then when Jay-Z came and got the momentum and got it dismissed, if you come out and say, hey, it's dismissed, yada, 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 then you have people who are mad at you because now it seems like you on Jay-Z's side. See, when you're a truth teller, I already know somebody gonna be mad. Like, so I don't even care. I've been doing this for 2 years plus, giving my takes on what's going on in the world all day long. So I'm already knowing that as soon as I say something, people are gonna be pissed. But it don't matter to me because I am not taking no sides. I don't take no favoritism on nobody. Whatever happens, I call out what it is, and that's it. I don't pander. You do have other people who they are on one side of it, and that's all they're gonna say. So you already know what they're gonna say before they say it because they have one side, and that's all they talk about, or that's the only side they're on. That's not me. I'm just gonna call it is what it is when I see it. But at the end of the day, I'm going to always fight for victims, and I'm always going to fight for justice. That will never change. But when you call it evenly, you're going to have a pocket of people mad at you every single time you post. That's just what comes with the territory. But I don't give a shit because see how I always messed up? But I don't care because I'm going to keep it real. I don't take no one side over the other. I'm a victim. So I'm always going to ride with victims. But if something happened where I got to call it fair, I'm going to call it fair or call out what exactly happened. And then it's up to y'all to do what y'all want to do with the information. I don't tell anybody how to react or any of that. However you react is how you react. I'm just going to tell you the facts, and I'm going to tell you what my opinion is on those facts. Every day I got celebrities. Y'all don't even know. I'm cool with a lot of these celebrities. They always mad at me. People don't even know that. Like, I actually know these people. These people actually know me. So for me to stand on here and say what I say, you got to be bold. I say something about Floyd Mayweather. I got his team hitting me up directly. Why? Because they know me. Anybody else? So don't nobody stand on 10 like me. I actually know these people. They actually get mad when I come out here and say certain things. But hey, it comes with the territory. And so when I've been like, I got my stripes. I got my stripes in this game. Ain't nothing nobody can tell me that's going to make me scared to say what's on my mind. I've been doing it for too long. I already know when I make something that some people are going to be mad. I already know that. So it's never a surprise. But if I don't keep it real, then I'm going to be mad at myself. And I can't take that. I can take people being mad at me all the time. You know how many times somebody said, put a shirt on, or why he don't have a shirt on? You see, I done took it all the way to a podcast without a shirt. I don't care what nobody say. I love and respect everybody, and I don't have no harm. I'm not no bully. You see, I don't attack people, but you're not going to tell me what to do, and I'm not going to tell you what to do. But so what people don't know, the shirt symbolizes I am going to do what I want to do, period. I'm not going to tell you what to do. I'm not going to tell anybody what to do, but ain't nobody going to tell me what to do either. So the shirtless journalism is actually a rebellion against people who think you can control or tell people what they can and can't do in their own space. So I figure if I won't even put a shirt on because people telling me, I figure that's a good way to let people know I don't care what you say about what I say. That's really what the shirtless thing has became to symbolize. It's an easy way for me to tell everybody I'm going to do me without me having to tell them I'm going to do me. The people who going to rock with me, going to rock with me. But as far as coming in here telling me what I can do and can't do, or you don't like my take here or that, I don't care about none of that. We got our crew, and our crew is Felix, Lauren, Shauna, Michelle, Meanie Me, Caroline. The list goes on and on. I know who rock with me. You can't come on my page or channel and just try to just come in with criticism, and I don't even know who you are. Those are the funniest people to me. They come in my comments with this bold criticism and advice, and I ain't never even seen you before. So I say this. So you don't support me. You've never supported me. I've never even seen you. But the first time I've seen you, you in my comments thinking you're gonna tell me what I can do and can't do. Come on now. You think I'm gonna listen to that? You ain't earned the right. If you support and you ride with me, oh yeah, you can say something. Perfect example. Perfect example. Y'all know how I tell y'all, if you don't like something that was said, to say it in the comments, say it in the fan mail, and I'll read it. I'm not here to worry about who believes me or ride with me. I'm just here to give you the information, make it entertaining, and then, hey, look, it is what it is. But I do want to read this fan mail because I liked it, and it is somebody who disagreed with something I said, and I like this. Where is this fan mail? I'm trying to pull it up, y'all, but I really like this fan mail because this person spoke out about Jay-Z. Let's see, where is it? See, I can't even find it, y'all. I wish I could find it because this person had a good message, and I wanted to read it to y'all. And it was disagreeing with what something I said, but I like reading this type of stuff. Let's see. Okay, here we go. See, this is all right. This was somebody who disagreed with what I said about Jay-Z and the NFL, and they're a long-time listener to the show. This is my example of, I love when people, if you want to say something, say it in the fan mail. Don't be mad at me. I'm just giving you my opinion. You got your own opinion, and I love to hear it. So here's a perfect example. This person is from Detroit, Michigan. This is a listener, and they had a different take, and they put it in the fan mail. I want to read it to y'all. I think you are wrong about the NFL. I think that the white male audience, especially older white male audience, did not like the message that Kendrick was sending. And I think that may be because the sitting president was at the game. He may have said something to someone in the NFL, and that's why they want to distance themselves from Jay-Z. Not only because of the scandal with Diddy, but because the Super Bowl halftime show was too black for them. I could be wrong. Something for you to think about. I don't disagree with that. Two things or even three things can be true all at the same time. But I don't even disagree with that. I think that's a great point. And that listener is what I'm talking about when I say, if you want to say something on my show, you don't have to get mad. You could just say it in the fan mail. And if I see it, I'll read it. And I'll let everybody else decide. That is what I want this show to be about. I don't want this show to be about me just saying it and y'all and nobody else has a voice. Everybody has a voice if you listen and are an engaged listener. I owe you that. So I like how that person, they made great points. They disagreed with what I said. They put it in the fan mail. Hey, and we just continue to go on and go on. That is what I like about this show, what I love about this show, and that is what I want, the message that I want out there. I'm going to call it down the middle. I'm going to also give you my opinion, and I also want to hear yours. Don't get mad at me for my opinion, because I'm not going to be mad at you for yours. You come from where you come from. I come from where I come from. My granny would raise me. Certain things I do because my granny told me to do it. You ain't had the same granny as me, so you might think differently in certain instances. Go ahead and say it. Put it in the fan mail. I love hearing everybody's theories. I really do. I'm not one of those people that get mad because somebody don't agree with what I said. I see those type of people who do podcasts, and it's like, if you disagree with them, then they just going crazy, or they think you crazy, or it's just like, that's not me. I don't like that. I like to give my opinion, and I do think I'm right 99% of the time, but I'm also a human being. And so knowing that I'm a human being, no, I could be wrong. So I'm always listening to what everybody is saying. Whether I believe what you're saying or not is one whole other thing, but I'm going to listen. And I learned that from my dad. My dad always taught me to pay attention to both sides. Even if you don't agree, pay attention to the other side. Learn from the other side. It will make you better in your own stance. Or you may find out you were wrong, and now you can change your stance because you allowed yourself to be open to other people's opinions and other people's thoughts. So that is why every scenario, I pay attention to both sides. I may be on one side, but trust me, I pay attention to the other side and I listen to what everybody has to say. And then I decide if I agree or disagree. For real. And I like it. So that's why I tell people, you don't got to be mad at me if I say something on my show that you disagree with. You don't got to be mad. Why? Because you could just put it in the fan mail and I'll read what you want to say. Maybe you might want to shed some light on the situation. I'll read it with no problem. So I just wanted to read that to y'all because I like that. And if anybody has something to say, leave it in the comments or leave it on the voice on the fan mail. Give me 1 second, y'all. I'm about to upload this. I'm about to upload our Apple and Spotify content. About to hit y'all with that music again. One second, I'm about to get our Apple and Spotify people together, and I'll be right back. Stay with me, y'all. I'm staying on. Y'all see how I do, y'all. I know I had a 3-day weekend. I know a lot of people was looking forward to yesterday. But guess what? Your boy Flo gonna always make it up to you. I'm on this thing 2 hours for y'all. Cause I know y'all rock with me, and I appreciate it. But let me get our Apple and Spotify together. Apple and Spotify is gone, y'all. Ain't that smooth, y'all? Ain't that smooth? Turn that off. I'm back. Apple and Spotify is loaded, y'all. Amy, I am an Ohio State Buckeye till I die. Y'all dancing? Yeah, I was dancing too. Yeah, I was dancing too, man. I was over here vibing too. Matter of fact, let me bring that back up. Let's bring it back. But my college team is Ohio State. What about y'all? Y'all see the breakdown. Yeah, I like that song. Yeah, I think I am. Oh, your hubby went to Ohio State. That's what's up, Shauna. Oh, that's my family went to Ohio State. You know, I'm from Cleveland. So, Cleveland, we all root for Ohio State, but I got family members that graduated from Ohio State. I got good friends that graduated from Ohio State. Oh, okay, Buckeyes. Well, okay. So we got Buckeye. Okay, Michigan. You know that's our rival, Michigan. But so when Ohio State come back around, we gonna be lit. Oh yeah, we definitely got to do. I'm glad I know that, y'all. Cause so when Ohio State plays, we definitely gonna do a party. When Ohio State play, we definitely doing a party. Oh, so check this out too. You know how I wanted to stream? I didn't tell you all this. You know how I wanted to stream for the Super Bowl? They were like, you can't even talk about the game while the Super Bowl going on. That's why I didn't end up streaming for the Super Bowl. I meant to tell y'all that. I forgot. I was like, damn, that's crazy. The NFL said that they will be copyrighting and striking any pages that if you even do commentary of the Super Bowl. Yeah, that's my music. I do that is the background. I'm glad y'all like it. I will make it that. That's why I chose it. I like it. But I'm glad y'all like it. So that'll be our little intro and outro music. That's our little secret vibe. I think I just uploaded. Yep, so that's uploaded. All the Apple and Spotify people are uploaded. Boom. I definitely made it. Hey, look, so y'all done voted it in. Y'all done voted it. That's our background music. Everybody in favor of that being the background music, say aye. I need eyes in the chat. If that's gonna be the theme music, let's go. Let's go. Y'all like it. It's smooth. So when we're gonna get out of here and when we coming in, we're gonna smooth it in. So we're gonna use it today for lunchtime. For lunchtime, I'm gonna come in and come into that to our little jazz vibe. I don't even know what type of music that is. It sounds like jazz to me. But anything else happened over the weekend y'all wanna touch on? Okay, we already talked about that the All-Star weekend was trash. We talked about all the planes. We talked about the Jay-Z and Diddy mess. You had to Shazam it. What was it when you Shazammed it? I don't even know what it is. Oh, thank you, Mini Me. Do we know what time that is? Because I hope we get the answer before our lunchtime show. Oh, the Luigi doc came out. Wow, okay, good. Let me write this down, y'all. Give me some stuff to look at. So y'all say so we got the Luigi doc. I'm writing this down so I can look into this stuff. Came out. We got ASAP Rocky verdict today, hopefully. Anything else? Oh wow, your son go to Wilberforce. That's what's up. My name is legendary at Wilberforce. So we could so you saying Mini Me, you saying we can watch you saying we can watch the ASAP Rocky stuff on Court TV? I guess Mini Me saying that we can watch it on Court TV. Oh, Court TV on YouTube. Thanks. So everybody, thanks to Mini Me. Breaking news. You can watch. I guess I'm sure you're talking about the ASAP Rocky thing, or am I right? Are we talking about the ASAP Rocky situation? Will be on Court TV on YouTube. So everybody, I'm trying to get confirmation. Okay, cool. All right, perfect. So yeah, Mini Me said they've been streaming it. They've been streaming the case on there from the beginning, and so we could catch it today. Okay, you got Wendy. Wendy, yeah, I saw that. I'm gonna look into that story too. Wendy going to Florida. Thanks for the info, Mini Me. And then thanks, Amy. Also, I'm gonna look into. I saw something about Wendy going to Florida for 2 days, but I didn't read the article or whatever was going on. So thanks for reminding me because I actually forgot about that. Okay, thanks. Yeah, I had forgot. I wanted to see what that was about, so I'm gonna look into that too. Other than that, we got that's a plenty for me to look at. I'm gonna check out that Luigi doc. What does that Luigi documentary is that? What is that on? Can somebody tell me what that Luigi doc? Yeah, I gotta watch that TMZ doc. But do anybody know? My breaking news is -4 degrees in Chicago right now. Sheesh. ID channel for Luigi doc. Okay. I remember that. I actually reported that about that and forgot. I had told everybody it was going to be on ID. But yeah, it's -4 degrees in Chicago right now. So let's pray for some warm weather for Caroline. Okay, thanks. That's what's up. So we got a lot. So I gotta watch that. So let's watch. If you haven't, y'all, the Luigi case. You know, Luigi. That's the one who they're accusing of unaliving the CEO of United Healthcare. This is a big case. Check out the doc on ID. Also, ASAP Rocky verdict hopefully will come in today. According to Mini Me, it'll be on Court TV. They've been streaming it from the beginning, so let's check that out. Also, according to Amy, Wendy went to Florida for 2 days, some of with her parents, and that's it for now. So y'all gave me some homework. I got some work to do before the lunchtime show. 68 will be heavy. Yeah, I'm over here, and y'all know I'm on an island. It's like 80 degrees every day. Hey, yeah, heck yeah. Let's get on out of here, y'all. Let's get ready for the lunchtime show. Like Lauren said, love y'all. Stay safe. Keep your head on the swivel. Pick up the dog poops. We love dogs, but we don't want to see they poop. And I will see some of y'all lunch. I will hope everybody come back at lunch. If anybody that's in here now, if you could come back at lunch, you know, we had a 3-day weekend. I miss y'all. I might do the same thing at lunch and go longer too. But if y'all can, come join us for lunch so we can talk about all this stuff. I want to talk about everything on this paper y'all told me about and whatever else come. Gabby Petito is on Netflix. Y'all got, wow, I didn't know that. Okay, so Gabby Petito. Check that out too. Yeah, I saw that. That's what I want to get into. They said the the prosecutor and the attorney was going crazy. Thanks, Lauren, for the info. And all of y'all keep it so much. See y'all at lunch. Meanie Me, I'm glad to see you doing good. Meanie Me. Let's give Caroline some good weather. Amy, Lauren, Michelle, and Felix, my dog. I will see y'all at lunchtime. We out.